5 ही लोग ज्वाइन किया है, तो वेट करें क्या? ठीक। Sharp 6 p.m. in India. Let's respect time. Let's start. Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Great. First of all, welcome to this webinar.
Thank you.
And guys, some questions are coming in my mind. So first of all, let me settle these questions, and after that, we'll start the webinar, and we can focus on the content also. If I will settle all the basic questions before the webinar, right? So the first question which is coming in my mind is, where are you from? Just I want to know from where people are joining me. So just type your city name in the chat from where you are joining the session. Let me see. Type your city name in chat. Till then others people are also joining. Mumbai, Maharashtra, Indore, Germany, Pakistan, UK, okay. So guys, why I asked this question? I asked this question just to let you know, see the power of technology. Through one single click, you can join from anywhere. Through a single click, you can become a host and we all can become your student. This is the power of technology. And same technology we are going to learn. How it is possible, how we all are connected, guys? Through networks only, right? The group of networks are there between me and you. Am I right? The second
Yes,
question,
you are.
yes, thank you. The second question is, how many of you are working professional? How many of you are working as a network engineer? Just type yes if you are the network engineer. If you are working in the networking industry, maybe you are L1 engineer, L2 network engineer, network administrator, right? Maybe you are network security engineer. And type no if you are working in any other domain, or maybe if you are fresher. Just let me see how many of you are working professional, which type of people are joining us. Yes, yes, I am working as IT support, fresher. So Sunny is fresher and just want to make his career in the networking industry. Many people are watching on YouTube also. So guys, please confirm if I am audible on YouTube. If you are watching me on YouTube, 27 people are watching there, right? So please confirm if I am audible there. Okay, great. Thanks for the confirmation. If you're watching me on YouTube, then please let me know how many of you are working professional, how many of you are working in the industry. Just type yes if you are working in the networking industry and type no if you are a fresher or working in any other domain. Yes, 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 yes. Love you, sir. Love you too, brother. Audible, yes. Okay, thanks for the confirmation. That means I'm audible on YouTube as well and here also. I am final year student, telecom engineer, SD WAN in security currently working. Okay, congratulations, brother. You are working professional. It's great. And now, see, if you are here, doesn't matter where you have joined me. Maybe you have joined me on Facebook, or maybe on YouTube, or maybe in the Google Meet Direct, right? And if you want to join here, if you are watching me on YouTube and you want to join this Google meeting, then please, Arun, I'm requesting you to share the meeting link in the YouTube chat. Arun, please share the meeting link in the YouTube chat. If someone want to join here, they can join the Google meeting directly. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, no, I am fresher. Okay, nobody. So if you are fresher, whoever are fresher and joining this session, that means I am expecting you are planning to start your career as a network engineer. You want to enter in the IT by choosing networking as a career. If you are already working professional, if you are already network engineer, that means you have joined the session to improve your knowledge, right? You are learning, correct? Correct. just
Yes, this
just
one
type
is correct.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Right, so guys, the first thing is, see, we have already uploaded many videos on YouTube, and many of you are already watching my video, right? Many of you already know me. If there is anyone who don't know me, so let me introduce myself first. After that, I am going to introduce one very special person with you guys, and he is still in the meeting today, right? From him, even I am also going to learn today something, right? So I will tell you about him later. First of all, let me introduce myself. So guys, my name is Praful Mishra. I am a network engineer by profession, and I am a Cisco trainer by my passion. I love to teach people. So whatever I am doing in the industry, or whatever technical knowledge I have, I always try to deliver in easy language so that layman can also understand it, right? And time to time we are launching various courses as well for those who are looking for paid course, live training, right? So I have one website, pmnetworking.in. There you can check our courses as well, right? Many courses. Parallelly we are launching the courses, and I am providing live training as well. Okay, apart from the live training, I am making videos for my YouTube also, and sometime I am taking this type of webinar also. Apart from this, these all, sometime I am also providing support to company, right, in the troubleshooting. This is all about myself. And now let's talk about that special person, guys. About the person regarding whom we are going to discuss, and will talk to him in the entire webinar, is a senior network engineer with years of experience. He worked in various companies as a network engineer, L1, L2, L3, network administrators with CCI number. He passed the CCI lab exam also. And nowadays, after spending around 15 to 20 years in the industry, when he realized that now I have good understanding of technology, he decided to share his experience with you guys. As you are family member of PM networking, right? Every day you are learning on social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and now we are introducing the industry expert here at this platform at PM networking, who has huge experience with lots of global certifications. Just imagine if those guys are going to teach you, who have spent lots of year in the industry as a network engineer. Is it going to be interesting, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, this is interesting.
Right? Because a
Yes, it is
trainer can
interesting.
teach us the concept. A trainer who have, let's say, experience of 20 years can teach OSI model, OSPF, BGP, but they cannot relate the things with industry. A trainer never knows how we are implementing the protocols in the industry. Only the engineer who are working on the networks can tell you, can relate the topics with the real time scenario. So our host for today webinar is Puneet sir. who is already here in the meeting. First of all, welcome Puneet sir, and let's take this webinar further. And during the webinar, I am also going to ask you lots of questions. I have also lots of questions that I need
Hi,
to ask.
Praful. Thanks for the introduction. Hello, guys.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
sir.
for joining here now. Hope you'll be enjoy the session for the next 1 and 2 hours. Okay.
Yes, you sir.
So, guys, as
Then please.
Praful has already introduced me, so I have around the more than 15 year plus experience, and I have also the CCI number, and I started my career from the L1 label, right? So I am just also here. I'm going to discuss about what are the job roles, in which job role, what is your responsibilities, right? As you know, like L1, L2, L3 engineer, solution architect, right? What are the technologies going to use in the networking in the network industry? What are the latest technologies going on? So who is working already in the industry right now? So they can also correlate. And for the fresher candidate who want to make the career in the network industry, might be they will also able to understand what we are going to discuss here now, right? So what are the technology basically we are going to discuss today, and which course will be beneficial for everyone, that we are going to discuss here now. Okay, before going to move forward, anyone have any question answer will take also at the end. But before going to move forward to discuss what are the technology in the network right now, what are the which kind of the troubleshooting, which type of the monitoring tools we are using in the network. Okay, before going to move forward, anyone have anything first you can ask, so that we are not going to disturb in the entire uh, uh, webinar. So that is for first 5 to 10 minutes I'm giving you guys. If I have any questions, so you can ask me. Then after that I will start my session. What are the technology we are going to use? What are the technology we are using right now in the industry? What are the monitoring tools? Because of whatever the things you are going to learn as a fresher, CCNA, CCNP, or any technology you are going to learn, or those all the technology is not going to use at a time, right? So where you need to focus as a fresher, where you need to focus as an experience, right? So we are going to discuss those all the things in our entire webinar. So over to you guys. If you have any question before going to move forward, for 5 minutes is there, you can ask me. Then after that I will start.
It's a great opportunity for you. See, if you are working in the industry, definitely you will have so many things in your mind, right? And there is industry expert. You can directly ask question from him. And Puneet sir, I have some special request to you. Please include some monitoring tools, like how the engineers are monitoring the networks, how they are troubleshooting, like ticketing
Yes,
tools.
yes, definitely.
Okay, so that the fresher can also like understand that how they are going to work in future.
Yes, yes, definitely. I will include in this one also. So anyone have any question before going to move forward, guys? Who is working in the industry, right? Or you are looking for the career in the IT industry? Anyone is there?
No,
Okay,
I do
great.
not have.
Okay. So where is that? So I'm just going to share my screen, and there I'm going to discuss something.
Yes.
So are you able to see my screen, guys? If it is visible for you, please let me know.
Yes, yes, it's visible.
So this webinar is basically we are. Um, can you mute yourself, guys? Basically, we are going to discuss here the Cisco. What are the Cisco? Do you know anyone has any idea what is the Cisco? Guys, just make it two-way communication so that this session will be interesting. So Cisco is the leading company which one is designing the network devices, right? Network devices means what? Either it's a switch, router, firewall, many more WLCs, APs, data center devices. So we have multiple types of the network in the industry we are using, right? So we have a separate track, we have a separate devices for each type of the network. If you're talking about the enterprise network, if you have means if you're talking about a company, how the network is going on. A company is not means a company network is not only going to build with the router and switch. Right? There is multiple technologies are required. Router is also required, switch is also required. Apart from that, WLC is also required because of now the world is moving towards the Wi-Fi wireless, so WLC is also required, right? APs are there, firewalls are there, Nexus devices because of data center is also now the days you are thinking means you are hearing guys, everything is going to move on the cloud. So what is the cloud? What is your understanding? Cloud is also a data center. Cloud is nothing that is a data center where the someone has already installed there the physical devices and they are giving the spaces, they are giving the resources on the rent. That is basically the cloud, nothing else. So there we need a different type of the devices, right? So service provider is there. If the so Nexus devices also is there. If you're talking about the service provider, guys, suppose Airtel, a company is a need a different type of setup, right? If you're talking about a company, a small company where the 2,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 or 3 lakhs employees there, so that company network setup is the different. And company which one is providing the service to the these company like MPLS connection or the internet connection, so those company network setup is different. So each type of the different setup, we need a different type of the devices, right? So for the service provider also we need a different devices, right? XR, ASR, NCS, these type of the devices we are using. These all are the devices, right? So Cisco is a vendor. Cisco is a company which one is designing these devices. Not only hardware, it is also designing the software of this one. You are getting the point, guys? Why I'm starting from the beginning? Because of many of the students, many of the participants is here now, guys. They are fresher. They don't know what is the Cisco, what are the devices, right? So this is the reason I'm starting from the beginning. Got it? So company just like a Microsoft, you means if you guys are also familiar with the Microsoft, right? So if you know the Microsoft, what is the Microsoft is doing right now? In which field the Microsoft is expert? Anyone can tell me, guys? In the chat box also you can just drop your message. That's fine. Hello. In which field the Microsoft is expert? Microsoft is basically designing the operating system, and it's designing two type of the operating system: client operating system also and server operating system also, right? Microsoft is not going to design their hardware. That Microsoft has just a requirement: this is my operating system, and this operating system you can be installed on any hardware. This is the minimum hardware requirement, right? Nowadays Windows 10 or Windows 11 we can install on the Dell PCs also, and HP PC also, anywhere we can install it, right? But right now tell me one thing, guys, whatever the features Microsoft operating system have, you know the all the features, or you are only familiar with those features which one you are using day to day activity? I believe everyone is aware only about those features which one they are using in the day to day activity, right? And if you're talking about your mobile phone also, your mobile phone have also the operating system. Either it will be the Android or either it will be the uh, iOS, right? But are you familiar with all the features? Whatever the features in your mobile phone, are you using the 100% feature, you guys? Obviously no. Only though you are familiar with those features, which one you are using day to day activity. Similarly, Cisco, but if you want to become a master in the Microsoft operating system, what you have to do? If you want to become a master in the client operating system of the means Windows 10 or Windows 11, whatever the features is there, that you want to become a specialist in that, or if you want to become a specialist in the Microsoft operating system, server operating system, so you have to join a Microsoft course. There you'll be learn about the Microsoft operating system features, right? Similarly, yeah, go ahead. Someone have any question?
No. Right. You are talking right.
Yes. So similarly, here the company name is Cisco. Which one is designing their own hardware and own operating system? So micro means Cisco operating system we can install on the Cisco hardware only. Some of the operating system is also there. Some of the platform, if you're talking about the SD-WAN, or if you're talking about the CSR routers, those operate WLC, those operating system we can also install virtually. But we are talking about right now the Cisco product. So Cisco have their own hardware, and on those hardware, that operating system which one is going to install, that is also designed by the Cisco. So basically what we are going to learn, or what we, if you are going to join anywhere, doesn't matter you are joining here or somewhere, anywhere you are want to learn the networking, that means networking things. So everywhere you'll be just learn the operating system features, right? So this operating system is called the iOS, which one is going to install on these devices. Either it can be iOS XE, either it can be iOS XR, either it can be the Nexus OS. If it is AP, then there will be a AROS, AIROS that is called, right? So Cisco is a vendor which one is designing the hardware also and the operating system also. And those operating system will be installed on this hardware. And in your entire journey, you are going to just learn the iOS features, Internet Network Operating System features. You are getting the point, guys? So it doesn't matter you are going to learn CCNA, CCNP, or you are going to run the service provider, or you are going to, but we are talking about the Cisco right now. Why we are choosing the Cisco? Because of, if you are talking about the operating system, normal operating system, so how many operating system we have? We have a Microsoft operating system, we have a Linux operating system, multiple operating system we have, right? But why we are choosing the Microsoft? Microsoft is user familiar, right? It's a, if you're talking about the GUI, means graphical user interface, it's a very interactive. So almost 70% market, I'm just giving a number, it's not exact number, but I'm just assuming almost more than 70% Microsoft has covered, right? Similarly, in the network industry, if you're talking about in IT industry, so in IT industry, in the networking world, Cisco have more than 70% market, right? So anywhere where the user, means we need a 5,000 user or 2,000 users, so we have to connect the multiple network equipment. And what we have to do, we need an engineer who can manage this network equipment, because of the user will always connect with the either switch, either if they are using the wireless, so they will connect with the APs or Wi-Fi. Got it? So that will happen. So user is just going to connect. So user is not aware how this setup is behind. User, what is the user requirement? User is just going to connect their Wi-Fi, or he's just going to pull the cable, plug the cable, and then after that, he should be able to access the internet, or he should be able to access the application which one is running in their environment, right? User is not aware about what are the features, what are the setup is behind, right? So we need an engineer who can work on these devices, right? We need an engineer who have the idea about these devices, whatever the operating system is using there now, what are the features of those operating systems they will be able to use. Yeah, in our entire journey, obviously we are going to learn something, which one is a IEEE standard or open standard, that we work on the Cisco also. Similarly, the Cisco, another competitor is Juniper also, right? So multiple competitor are there. So something is, some technology is there, which one is the IEEE standard, that means open standard, that we use into the Cisco also, that we use into the Juniper also. Those things we are going to discuss, right? So, and according to the network type, we have a multiple track in Cisco. First track, that is enterprise and infrastructure. That is called EI. EI, CCI means it's a EI, enterprise and infrastructure, right? That is the first track. Similarly, we have the another track that is called security. We have another track, which one is known as data center, service provider,
voice,
service provider, Another track is DevNet also. So multiple track, voice is also there. So multiple track is there. In each track, you can become a expert. So first is the CCNA level, that is the entry level. There we are going to discuss about the basic features of the operating system. Then after that, you can start your entire journey. Either you can go into the enterprise, either you can go into the security. I will discuss what is the role of the security, what are the role of the data center, service provider, and development. Right? So first, and this is the entry point. Then after that, in each track, there is CCNP, and then after that CCI. Similarly, in the security also, there you'll be learn about the multiple tools here also, like the firewall is also there, FTD is also there, FMC is also there, WSA is also there. So multiple things is also there that will be learned. So here also the field is CCNP and CCI. Similarly, in data center also have the multiple devices. You are basically major device are going to discuss, that is Nexus and ACI. These are the hot technology right now, guys. ACI and then UCS is also there. In ACI, there is another technology that was introduced earlier, that was NDFC. Then service provider is also there. In here also, we have a multiple professional level, and then after that export level. Similarly, into the service provider also, we have a professional level and export level, CCI. In DevNet, here we'll start from the CCNA DevNet Associate. Basically, it's not called CCNA, it's called DevNet Associate. Because of it's a different track, there you need to some basic programming, right? You should have the idea about the basic programming language. So Associate, and then after that DevNet Professional. That means you can call it CCNP in DevNet, and then after that CCI in DevNet. So multiple tracks are there. Got it? So if you are going to start your career in the industry right now, in the IT industry, in the networking industry, basically under the IT, there is so many things. You are talking about the networking industry, so you will be start from here now. Enterprise. First track is CCNA. There will be learn about what are the technologies going to use using in the market right now. What are the SD-WAN? What is the SD access? What are the WLC, means what are the technology, what are the virtualization, what is the basic routing and switching, IP addressing, subnetting, those concepts will be covered here. Now that means you'll be just get the introduction about the networking world. That's it. And basic labs also will be getting to the CCNA. This is just a entry point in the networking. Then after that, you can decide you are going to make your career in the enterprise and infrastructure, or you are going to make your career into the security or data center and service provider, right? That is as per the Cisco industry, Cisco standard. Cisco, what is the Cisco design? Cisco is designed like first you need to do the CCNA, then after that you can go anywhere. But as per my opinion, guys, as I am working right now, so you should do at least CCNP in enterprise and CCNA. Then after that you can move into the any one of the technology. Either you can move into the CCI enterprise, or you can move into the security domain. But at least up to this point you have to go CCNA and CCNP, because of there you will get the basic idea how the packet flow is going there, how the traffic is going. Suppose I'm just going to open a browser, I'm just going to hit the google.com. What should be the packet flow? What will happen in behind that? Suppose as a interviewer, I'm asking, just open the google.com in the browser. Tell me what will be the complete process. Anyone has any idea what will happen behind that? Just you can drop a message in the chat, guys. Anyone have any idea? If I'm going to just open the google.com, hitting the google.com, what will happen exactly? First of all, tell me one thing, the device have, this question was recently asked with my one of the student 2 days before only in the interview. tell me one thing, google.com. If I'm just going to hit the google.com, my device is already aware about what is the google.com. Device have any, means my laptop has any IP address about google.com? No. So it will look up the DNS server. So if you are going to configure the IP address on the your machine, so that the DNS IP is also there. So first it will send the DNS request for what? To get the IP address. And tell me one thing, DNS IP will belong from the same subnet or different subnet? Obviously, the maximum time you'll be get the DNS like that 8.8.8.8 or 4.4.4.4, or might be you can get the gateway as a DNS server, right? So your system don't know how it can be reached there, right? So system will look at the what is the default gateway. So your system responsibility is to forward the traffic to the default gateway. So it's need a gateway MAC address also. So before going to forward the DNS request, your system will forward the ARP request to get the MAC address of the gateway, and then after that, once it will get the MAC address of the gateway, then it will send a DNS request, and once it will get the DNS reply. Then after that, it will send the HTTP request, and then after that, it will get the HTTP response, and then after that, the page is going to visual for you guys. So the whole process is happening behind that, right? So these all the things is going to cover. That means if you don't know in the CCNA level, what will be happen? This packet flow will discuss how the packet flow is there. So if you know the packet flow, then only you can implement your security equipment where the security means, if you know this is a building, and suppose I'm giving you the contract to install the CCTV camera in this whole building, and you don't know where is the main gate, where is the back door, where how many gates are there. So where will be installed the CCTV camera? You are the blind right now. You can install anywhere. Might be that CCTV camera doesn't work for us, right? So you should have the idea that this is your infrastructure, this is your network. So from where the traffic is going on, what are the traffic flow? Then only you can install the security appliances, security devices, firewall or anything, right? So this is the required. This is the reason, guys, I'm telling you that is the basic need. The first we have to cover the packet flow level knowledge, and that you'll be getting to the CCNP level, right? After that, you can learn the security or data center. In the CCNP level, you'll be get what are the challenges if you have a huge traffic. Suppose the data center, if you're talking, so there we need to process 100 gig traffic in a 1 second. That we don't have a capability. Means if you're talking about the catalyst devices, so catalyst devices don't have a capability. There is multiple. You can call it the Cisco family devices, means Cisco devices. Catalyst devices is also there, and then apart from the Catalyst, there is Nexus devices is also there. So each devices have a capabilities, right? So Catalyst devices don't have a capability. They can handle the 100 gig traffic in a second, right? So we need a different type of the devices. So for that one, we have a Nexus device, right? So Nexus devices have a different operating system. So we have a different track. If you want to become a specialist, you want to become an expert into the data center, so then you have to learn the Nexus devices, right? So these are the technology that we are using right now in the industry Okay. So apart from that, as a network engineer, if you are going to join a company, so point is, Puneet, what will happen once I am going to join as a fresher, I'm going to join the company. What will be my position? Right? So there is multiple position in the network industry. First position, if you're talking about the first position, is going to start with the L1, or you can call it NOC engineer. What is the role of the L1 and NOC engineer? L1 and NOC engineer is not doing anything. They have just a limited set of the command, means set of the command that only they can execute, and that is only show command. They will not able to configure anything of the devices. They don't have a access. They have just some show command access. They can only execute those set of the command. Even all the show command is also not permittable for them. Got it? And they can only monitor the alerts. Whatever the alert, suppose I have a company and there the multiple branches is there. So we have MPLS connection also. We have internet connection also. We have multiple in the multiple where connection where we have the multiple BGP neighborship, OSPF neighborship. So any alert is coming that is going to monitor by the L1 or the NOC engineer, right? So we have a multiple tools. We have a multiple tools in the industry, that is SolarWind is the one, Libra NMS is the one. So these are the multiple tools that is going to use for the monitoring purpose. That one is just monitoring the alerts. Once the any alerts is there, then what will happen? Immediately it will generate a ticket. And for those one, we have a ticketing tools. Like the most popular ticketing tools is that is ServiceNow. Okay, so engineer will immediately get the ticket and they will open the in the ServiceNow. What is the alert? What is the information is there? That will be, they will get those information. And then after that, they will troubleshoot on that. They will execute some show command. If they are able to fix it, then fine. They will, suppose there is a, most of the time if the MPLS link is going down or BGP is flapping between the service provider and the user, so most of the time it will be the service provider issue. So they need to open the ticket with the service provider. They need to chase them. What are the issue? And if they are able, they will be able to fix it, then fine. Otherwise, they will forward those tickets to the L2 engineer. So L2 engineer, they have a means they have access. They can execute the command. They can configure the devices, but they are not too much capable so that they can handle each type of the issue. So first they will try to fix those issues on their level. If they are not able to handle those one, then they will be reach out to the L3, right? And then final L3 is going to work on it. Suppose in the some of the case L3 is also not able to fix it. Might be it's a vendor issue or the device issue. Suppose I'm working with a device, that device has some issue, right? And that device is in the guarantee and that is from the Cisco. So what I will do? I will, suppose I am thinking like this device is behaving weird. This should not be this. This should not be give this result. So that means this device is device behavior is weird. So what I will do? Who is the owner of this device? Cisco, right? So if this equipment is the warranty, then what I will do? I will jump to the Cisco. I will call to the Cisco. I will open the race. I will open the tag case. Then from the Cisco, the engineer will join on the call, and they will try to also fix it. If this issue, they will be fix it. Might be sometime if you are going to upgrade the device, then issue will be fixed. Sometime reboot the device, then issue will be fixed. Sometime there is some patch that we need to install on the device, then also the issue can be fixed. Sometime that issue is not responding. So the device is not responding. Suppose we are not getting the console of this device. So even if you are not getting the console, the network means from the Cisco tech engineer, they also will not able to do anything, right? So in that case, they will reach the RMA. RMA means what? They will give us the new device for the same model, right? And we need to replace this device. So that is the job of the engineer. Receive the device from the, and how you can configure it. Suppose I am sitting in the Delhi right now and device get faulty in the US. So what will happen? We need a console of this device. So we need a local support engineer. They will give us the console and we'll do the basic config. And then after that, whatever the configuration was there on the old device, I will push those all the config on that particular device and I will make it ready. That is the job of an engineer who is working in the operation. TAC engineer, if you're talking, either it's a Cisco TAC or the Palo Alto TAC. Palo Alto is also the vendor that is designing the designing the firewall. Or Juniper is also there. So if you're talking about the TAC engineer, so what the job role of the TAC engineer? If suppose I'm the user, I'm using the Cisco devices or someone is using the Palo Alto devices. If there is some issue on the Palo Alto,
नहीं मेरे साइड से नहीं हो रहा
immediately
है.
you need to raise the case with the Palo Alto. So Palo Alto TAC engineer will join us.
हाँ
If
आपके
I'm
साइड
using
से
the Cisco
होगा.
devices, have some issue in the Cisco device, I need to open the TAC
मेरे
case
में
with
तो
the
पूरा
Cisco
क्लियर क्रिस्टल है.
Cisco
सेशन
will
भी
join
सही
us
जा रहा है.
and they will fix the issue. So this, for this support, the Cisco is charging much more, right? Any company is not
नहीं
going to
नहीं
only
मुझे
charge
तो
for
नहीं
the
दिख रहा
product.
है.
They are charging for the product cost also, and they are charging for the support also.
आपका
Once
आवाज
this
यहाँ भी
device
ब्रेक हो
support
रहा है
end of
व्हाट्सएप पे
life, end
भी.
of support everywhere, means if you're talking about like earlier series was there 2900,
हाँ
3800, 4500 series switches, 3500 series switches was there. those all the devices of or end of support and end of life, right? So if you are using still the old devices, if there is some issue, so Cisco will not help us because of that device has already end of support and end of life. So if you are going to open the tag case, first of all, the tag engine means if you are going to call in the tag, or if you have the option, you can open the tag case with the email also. So first you have to put the serial number of that device, which one is faulty. If that device is under the contract, it is coverage, means coverage is there, it is in support, right? So then only they will accept the case and they will assign you the engineer. Otherwise, they will never help you, right? So in entire CCNA and CCNP course, if you're talking the basic level, entry level of the IT industry, you can consider. So what are the things you are going to cover there? The basic routing, switching, wireless part also will basic cover. Even the new technology we are using SDN, so SD-WAN, SD access, not complete, but the basic concept will be get into there. What are the role of the automation? Those things will be covered also there, right? So you'll be good idea, you'll be good get the good means information. Then after that, easily you can place in the company if you have a knowledge about the CCNP level. So major things is going to cover there the CCNA and CCNP, and then after that, this product knowledge will be get how you can upgrade and downgrade the devices. That is the daily operation task that has to be do by the engineer if he is working. So there is multiple mode also, install mode, bundle mode. What is how you can install the devices, means upgrade the IOS in the install mode, how you can upgrade into the bundle mode. We have a concept about the stack also, VSS also. Now the new technology which one is running, that is stack wise virtual, the 9500 series switch which one is launched by the Cisco. So there is also concept about the stack wise virtual. So those are the concept is going to cover into the entire CCNA and CCNP course. And once you'll be do the CCNA and CCNP course, after that you'll be very easily, means you have a clear visibility what are the technology we are using and which technology we should use, right? And in which technology you should be moved. So and also guys who is working in the industry right now, it's not only for freshers. So suppose I have already seen the multiple people are working in the industry right now, but they can do the work, they are ready to work. If they have any cases, might be they can resolve, but what are the command they are going to execute, what is the logic behind that, they don't know. Suppose I'm talking about the trace route command, every network engineer is doing every day. But if you are going to ask them how this trace route command is working, on which layer it is working, how it is getting the, suppose that the source IP and destination IP, how we are getting the intermediate IP addresses there, they don't know. Network statement, if you are talking under the any routing protocol, either EIGRP or OSPF or BGP, if you are going to ask, can you just tell me what is the use of the network statement? They will simply give you the answer, guys, network statement is going to advertise the network. But it's wrong, it's a myth only. Network statement, basically we are not going to use the advertise the network. Network statement is a different task, right? It is going to just enable the routing protocol on the particular interface. That is the meaning of the network interface, network command. So they are working, they know how we can fix the issue, but they don't have a theoretical knowledge. So that people have an experience of the 8 year, 10 year of experience, 12 year of experience, but still they are learning, earning like 12 lakh, 15 lakh package because of they are not able to clear the interview. That is the problem. Because of to clear the interview, you should have the clear visibility about the technology. You should have the clear idea about each and every command. Your concept should be clear, right? You are working, that's fine. Working experience is the different and theoretical knowledge is different. You should have the working experience, but the theoretical knowledge is also required to clear your interview, right? So if you are going to join anyone who is working in the industry, if they are going to join the now, they don't need to start from the CCNA, might be they can start from the CCNP, but obviously they will have the great knowledge, and then after that they can easily change their job. Might be they can just double their salary, right? Not only for the fresher. Like someone is using the, like if I'm talking about, suppose I'm going to use the IP route command, who is working, might be fresher guys not able to understand this point. But suppose I'm going to write a command, most of the time multiple people have already seen this one. What is the basic difference between them? Suppose I'm just going to write IP route 10.0.0.0, 255.0.0, and next hop IP. And instead of that, suppose I'm going to put there the IP route 10.0.0 and 255.0.0, and then after that I'm going to put the interface name. What is the basic difference in between? So to clear, if you know then fine. Otherwise, if you don't know, so you have to learn the proxy R. What is the proxy R? Here the proxy R will come in the picture, right? So
I think
people
I
are
think
doing
if,
this. Yeah, go ahead.
I think if the interface connected, he understand directly connected.
Yeah, that routing table, in the routing table it will show that it's connected and it will show the static, but the AD value for both it will be same,
Sure.
right?
Yes, sir.
But there is a difference. You have to learn what is the proxy R. Then only you can give the answer of this question, right? So people in the interview they are not going to ask the anything from the means networking is not a rocket science. They are going to ask the question from the different board. They will ask the question whatever we are going to learn, right? So if the simple question I'm going to ask, suppose there is two PCs, PC1 and PC2, and they are directly connected. And if I'm just going to assign the IP address 192 or 10.0.0.1 slash 30 or slash 29, and here I'm going to assign the IP address 10.0.0.2 slash 30. The question is both PC will able to communicate to each other or not? What will be the process? So might be you know the subnetting you can give the answer, but suppose your answer is yes, they can communicate, or your answer is no. So how they will communicate? What will be the process behind that? And if your answer is no, it will not communicate. So where it will drop? Which packet it will drop? It will drop the ICMP or it will drop the R, right? So these are the questions that is going to ask in the interview, and these are not these all the things will cover under the NNNP level only. Then after that, if you are working, suppose you are already you know about these all these technology, you know these all the questions, and then after that you want to become a specialist into the specific track, like you want to become your career, you want to make your career into the service provider, so you have to choose the service provider track. If you want to make your career into the data center, you can choose the data center, right? And again I'm telling you guys, in this field there is no limit of the package. Whatever the package you can get, there is unlimited, means it's depend on your knowledge and depend on your experience. So L1, L2, L3 engineer, they are basically in the operation. If you're talking about the solution architect or the architect engineer, so what are the job role of those type of engineer? So they will just design the complete info of the company, where the device should be connected, where we have the MPLS link, where we have should have the how we can provide the hardware redundancy. So those all the things that will be designed by the architect. Suppose you have single link and you are running on the single link, that link have some problem, then what will happen? Your entire network will be down. Suppose there is your entire network that is connected with the single this router and this router have a single link, right? Suppose you are asking Puneet, what I will do, I will take a two link from the two different vendors and I will connect on the same device. Then what, again the issue is there. If this device is going down, suppose it's getting faulty now and you need to replace it, then what will happen? It will take time, because of as per the IP SLA, Cisco have a 4 hours SLA, 24 hours SLA, and the 3 days SLA. So might be you have a SLA for 3 days. So after within 3 days, Cisco will provide you the device. Then after that, you will be replace it. Then till that, all your entire network will be down. Or suppose there is a maintenance, because of this device is running the operating system. So obviously after 6 months, 1 year, or 1.5 year or 2 year, you have to upgrade this device. So once you are going to upgrade, suppose it is taking 40 minutes or 30 minutes to upgrade this device, till that all the entire network will be down. What we can do? We can set up a connector two routers, right? So again, the challenge is if there is two routers, so how will we provide the redundancy, which type of the routing you are going to use, how you can make it one as a primary and another one is secondary. If the primary is going down, the second traffic should be auto shift on the secondary one. So these all the things is going to design by the architect, and then after that implementer, that means L1 or means L2 or L3 engineer, that will be there. They will be there and they will be implement the config. So these are the job roles. Desktop support engineer, that is not for the network. That is not coming in the network, guys. Desktop support engineer means what? If there is a PC and that PC have their network issue or something is there, so desktop support engineer will go to the particular user desktop and they will work on it. So most of the people are have a assumption, guys. If you are going to start your career in the networking, so what I have to do? I have to go to the on the I have to work on the remote desktop level, means desktop level. I have to go to the user, I have to install the cabling and all. That is the desktop support engineer job, guys. That is not network engineer job. Network engineer, I'm sitting in my room and from here I'm accessing the devices, I'm managing the devices. I'm not going anywhere, right? So these are the whole things. Still have anyone have any question, guys? You can ask me. I have the another meeting. I have to jump on the call. So before going to jump on the another call, guys. So if you have any question or the queries related anything, you can ask us. Hello.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great.
Anyone have any question queries, guys?
If anyone want to ask anything to Puneet sir, you are allowed to ask.
Any one of the technology. I have the experience in the SD-WAN also, SD access also. I'm working on the wireless technology, and also I'm working in the automation, Ansible and Python automation. Those are the technology I'm using, right? So anyone have any question from these technology, guys? You can ask me. Okay, guys. So thank you, guys, everyone. So Praful, I'm just
Thank you,
stopping the
sir.
call.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
sure, sir. Sure, sir.
I
Thank you
have the
so much.
another call. I
Thank
have
you,
to
sir.
jump. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You may leave, sir. Great. It was a great presentation. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
proposal. It's
Yes,
really
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and
Yes, sir.
we have so
Right, and
proposal we have some questions to you. Means like as Puneet sir already explained, so he's going to join us in future.
yes, yes, he
Mean,
is now the part of PM networking, brother.
okay, then it's great. I think we will have our means whatever like professional or whoever are working as a fresher also, they might relate correlate in the sessions in upcoming maybe.
Yes, yes, you
So
and you
we
can
will
also refer anyone who have experience of more than 15 years as a network engineer in the industry, right? So they can join the PM networking community. We are here to help the fresher and the engineer who have just started their career in the industry.
okay.
Just I am interested to build a strong community of network engineer.
Sure, sir.
Just I want to build a relationship, a strong relationship with all the like-minded people. This is my main goal, main target.
That's really great, sir. But yeah, as Puneet sir is already joined, means it will be a great sessions will be upcoming. Means related to the as a professional, which we are going to be CCNP or firewalls, anything. We are trying to build our networking
Yeah, on
professionals.
YouTube also sometime he will be now sharing his knowledge regarding the wireless or regarding the automation. As he already said, he is working on the Python automation with Ansible only, right? And on the wireless technology. So definitely he is going to share his knowledge on YouTube channel as well on PM Networking YouTube channel. There also you can learn from him. And there is one WhatsApp group with name I think what's PM Networking discussion group. So he's already part of that group. There also you can ask your dot any question to him directly.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you. And another thing, what are the upcoming sessions, sir? So we means not to be means I think it's already updated in website. So we will in PM networking it's already updated, right, to the website
What?
for the upcoming sessions on CCNP new
Sir,
class
whatever the course we
new courses for CCNP
Yes,
and
CCNP, our
whatever the
CCNP
course
course
we are
is
going to
starting
have,
from 1st of Yes, Arun.
You can share the screen for the course list which we are going to have in the upcoming days.
Okay, guys, just wait. I am showing it. Arun, do you have the schedule poster? Actually, I am not able to find here.
Guys, you can ask. Okay, I'm sending you.
Yeah. Till then, if anyone have anything,
Guys, if you have any kind of question like, yeah, any question regarding jobs which as a fresher you are starting, don't have any idea, whatever the question you have, you can ask.
Sir, as a
Hello.
fresher,
Yes, sir.
yeah, go one by one. Yes, Sujit.
Sir, I have a question. Hello,
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
sir. I have a question related to Cisco and Huawei devices.
Okay.
What is the main difference between Cisco and Huawei devices?
Both are company. There is no difference. See,
Yeah,
according to
yeah,
our requirement, we are choosing the companies, like which company devices we are going to implement in the network. Right? There are various types of laptop. HP is also manufacturing the laptop. Dell is also manufacturing the laptop. Your question is exactly same, like what is the difference between Dell and HP? Right? So their configuration.
configuration are same, both of them.
Their configuration, cost, no, those are the different. Right, their performance, according to our budget, guys, according to our requirement, we are purchasing the laptop or computer. Yes or no? In the same way, companies are
Yes, yes.
choosing the networking devices according to their requirement, right? It depends on speed, like what speeds you need. You are purchasing the devices for data center, you are purchasing the devices for a small company where you are going to handle 100 number of user or 10,000 number of user, or you are going to handle 3 lakhs of user, 5 lakhs of user. What is your budget? So these are the factors, depends on our requirement, and according to that we are going to decide the vendors, right? So both are doing good, but as Puneet sir already told you that Cisco has 70% market capture in the industry right now. Doesn't matter how many devices are live, right? But if I will talk about the all devices around the world, so 70% devices belongs to Cisco only. So for the companies who are using Cisco devices, they need what? Engineer who has expertise on Cisco devices, so that they can manage their network, they can enhance the performance of their network, they can improve the existing infrastructure. So that's why companies are going to hire you. So if you have expertise in Huawei, maybe you will get less opportunity as compared to Cisco. So that's why it's recommendation that if you are starting your career as a network engineer, then at least first you should go with CCNA only. You should start from CCNA only.
Praful sir, I have shared the
Okay.
poster
Okay.
course schedule list.
Yes. Other question? Sujit?
Yes, sir. Can I? Okay.
Yeah, Savas. You can go ahead.
No issue. I think before Sujit has asked. So, yes.
Okay. Yes, Sujit?
So,
Yes, sir. I
Cisco
am done. I
devices
am.
have multiple way. Other devices are will communicate with each other, or Cisco only communicate with
No, no.
Only Cisco.
Cisco can communicate with other vendor devices as well, right? Maybe let's say in the organization there are two sides. At one side, first side, side one, I'm using Cisco devices. In side two, I'm using Juniper devices. So they can also communicate with each other. There also we can configure the routing protocol, but make sure there you have configured the open source routing protocol, right? Like you have not configured the vendor specific protocol like EIGRP. Earlier EIGRP was Cisco proprietary protocol. So Cisco, like we cannot configure EIGRP on other vendor devices. So EIGRP will not work there. There we can configure any open source protocol like OSPF, right? But they can, different vendor devices can communicate. You heard about OSI model?
Yes,
Why
sir.
we come up with OSI model? Just to make communication possible between different vendor devices, so
Yes,
that
sir.
all different vendor devices can communicate with each other.
Oh, yes, sir.
You mean to say for both links, we will configure the open shortest path first algorithm over entire network, the both entire network.
Correct,
Then
correct,
we can communicate if the devices are different.
correct, correct,
Like there will be Huawei and there will be the Cisco, so
correct,
we can communicate.
correct. Even you
Must
can
be,
configure
must
BGP
be.
also. BGP is also open standard protocol, right guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. So, Prabhu sir, so my question is like, so here in CCNP, so how deep we are going to be deep dive in the some basic main topics which we have like BGP and MPLS, because in our industry, so currently if I want to crack the interview as a L2 engineer, so if some way in future if I'm cracking the interview as L2 engineer, so it seems to be completely depending upon how deep dive knowledge we have on BGP
In
and MPLS. In other
CCNP,
stuffs we have. Yes, sir.
got your question. And in CCNP there are two papers we are going to
Here as well.
cover. Like if you are going to enroll at PM Networking for CCNP course, we are going to cover two paper. Here is the CCNP course, right? The duration is incorrect. It is going duration is going to be minimum to minimum 3 months.
Okay.
So there are two
Okay.
papers, CCNP
So
in core and NRC, right? Both paper we are going to cover. In NRC, NRC stands for what? Enterprise. NRC, enterprise. What is the full form of NRC, guys? Enterprise routing and IP services. So you are going to master what here? Routing and IP services. Under routing, you are going to learn static routing, you are going to learn dynamic routing, you are going to learn dynamic routing protocol like RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, BGP, ISIS. In the routing protocol, like if I will talk about any routing protocol, for an example, EIGRP. So in the particular routing protocol, we have various topics. Like first is what is EIGRP, how many types of messages are there, right? What is the function of each and every message, like query message. Then the algorithm, what algorithm EIGRP uses to calculate best path. Actually, you know, all the routing, how all the routing protocols are going to work. Let's say I have two routers, R1 and R2. Between the routers, I have configured any routing protocol. Any routing protocol. It can be BGP, it can be OSPF, it can be EIGRP, it can be ISIS. So routing protocol is nothing but one kind of process that we are going to enable on the router, and after that routers are going to exchange routes. So both routers are going to build one database, and over this database is nothing but the detailed information of topology link connected to router 1 also, router 2 also. And on this database, routers are going to run kind of algorithm, like EIGRP run dual algorithm, OSPF run SPF algorithm, right? BGP have many attributes. And after running here dual algorithm, it is going to calculate best path, and it will install that best path in the routing table. And you know, router use this routing table to forward the traffic, right? So then after algorithm, we are going to see how we can perform load balancing there, how we can perform path manipulation there, some summarization concept are there, then route filtering is there, redistribution is there, advanced redistribution is there. These are the parts of each and every routing protocol, right? So detailed topics are there inside the routing protocol. Everything you are going to learn under in RC paper. If I will talk about the IP services, so we have again multiple technology. You heard about DHCP, right? In DHCP again there are various concepts like DHCP relay agent, right? Some options concepts are there, right? DNS service is there, SNMP is there, SNMP, net flow is there, right? So you are going to master these all IP services also inside the NRC paper, and then we'll start the in core, where you are going to master what? Switching, wireless, and some other technologies. So if you have knowledge of these all things, you can easily crack the interview. Getting my point, brother?
Yes, sir, definitely.
So actually you are going to touch
think-
everything. Whatever things we have in the enterprise network, we are going to touch everything. An interviewer is going to ask question from their infrastructure only, no? From their enterprises network only. So you will be able to answer them. You can crack the interview.
Sure. So just want to know, like in CCNP, so just before starting any topic, think there will be some refreshment for that topic related to CCNA.
So that's why we have combo course CCNA plus CCNP. Guys, in the combo course, actually we are not going to start CCNA. We are definitely going to start CCNP. But what is the difference between CCNA and CCNP? CCNA and CCNP, more than 70% topics are same, but here it is just a associate level, basic. So how we can cover CCNA in the combo course? We can start each and every topic from 0.
Okay.
Right? So if you are looking for CCNP course, my recommendation will be go for combo only. Go for combo. In the
Guys,
combo we are
anyone,
going to cover CCNP only, but we'll start everything from the scratch, from the 0. Earlier I was providing training for CCNP only, right? But what I have seen in the class, like people are lacking with their basic, right? So I was starting all the topics from 0 only. So then I decided to launch combo course, and after that I am only taking classes for combo only, right? I am not starting separate CCNP, but another trainer is there who can teach you the CCNP only as well. So these are the batch schedules in the February month. CCNA batch is starting, CCNP combo is also starting. CCI lab exam is this is not the training, this is lab. SD-WAN, data center and service provider. Even will not do advertisement for these two courses on the Facebook or maybe on the LinkedIn, right? Hardly we can post 1 to 2 poster, because these are the advanced courses, right guys? Only experienced person who have experience of more than 5 years, 10 years are going to enroll for data center and service provider, right? So they are already connected with us through WhatsApp, or they are going to find us through the website, and then they are going to enroll. So we are just posting the poster for these courses. Yes.
So this will be weekdays or weekend?
In the weekend also we have classes, in weekdays also we have classes. We all are working professionals, so apart from our job we are teaching, right? So in morning and evening only we are taking classes. In daytime we will not have any batch. Right? In
Okay,
weekend
thank you.
also we have classes. In weekdays also we have classes. But if you are looking for combo course, again my recommendation is you should always go for weekdays classes. Because if you will enroll for weekend, see, definitely we are going to meet for 6 hours or maybe 5 to 6 hours in the week. But guys, there is huge gap between the classes, right? 5 days gap.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Sir, I have one question. Like, so in as we are working, if I am not getting any chance to join any class, if recording sessions are getting, so to clear my doubts, is there any way
See,
to
if you are working professional, then you can purchase the recording also, right?
clear
But
those
if
doubt in a bulk, like clearing my recording sessions? Is there any possibility?
so, you can not clear your
That
doubt
there
through
is
the
a
meeting.
chance of getting doubts in every session.
No, no, not
Yes.
possible,
Okay, that can be possible. Okay, thank you, sir.
right?
That's very
You, if you can ask some doubts
okay. Means
during
you
these types of webinar, or you can sometimes ask dot in WhatsApp, right? But
okay.
day by day, it's not possible.
No, not day by day. Means at one go, like as you told, to
Yeah,
not
so
clearly
time to
the
time we
doubts
have
for
webinar. In the
the
webinar, you can ask the dot, or you are connected through the WhatsApp. See, once you have enrolled for any course, you are connected with PM networking
okay, sir.
groups, right? You will have one close WhatsApp community access
Yes, yes.
where lots of trainers are there who are available 24 by 7. Even if you are doing lab in the night, you can put the message in the group, right? And trainer will be answering you.
Sure, sir. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Those who want to enroll, I have dropped a WhatsApp chat link where they can message for any doubt or enrollment link. We will help you out to enroll. I am again sharing the link.
Yes, Arun sir. For recording, has Prabhu sir told. So in the main website only, we need to go and we need to see, right, for recording purchase
Correct, correct.
for combo of CCNA. CCNA.
Yes, on the website there are
Okay,
two
sir.
main section. Let me on the website also here. Let me show you. There are two section. One is live training and another one is recording one. So if you are looking for recording course, just click on recording. You will get
Recording.
all the recording course on the website. If you are looking for the live training,
Sorry, sir. The screen is. Is that for me or for everyone? For me,
what?
I think it's not clearly
No, my website is bit slow,
visible.
right?
Yeah,
So
now
it's
now it's
loading.
visible.
It's loading. But my
Means the
website
screen,
is bit
yeah.
slow. We need to change, I think. Hosting, actually we have designed the website by ourselves only. We are network engineer, right? But you can say software
Yes, yes.
developer also.
Sure, sure, sure.
So see, recording courses and live training. These are the recording courses
Okay.
and these are the live courses. Here also on the home page also you can find, or here you can click on live training also. Live training or recording course. You will find all the courses there. Okay. These are again live courses.
Prabhu sir, you can show combo course how to enroll.
Here is the
Hello,
CCNA
am I
plus
audible?
CCNP combo. Yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Prabhu sir, you can also show by clicking how they can enroll.
But brother, our website is very slow. Even it's loading. So guys, if you are purchasing the recording, you don't need to watch videos on
No issue, sir. No issue.
website.
I mean,
We'll share the external link to access the videos. So website is just to purchase the course only, right? Even after the enrollment, you are not going to use it.
okay, sir. Okay, yeah, great.
Once people are enrolling, we are connecting them through WhatsApp and we are sharing external links. Till then, if anyone have any other question, you can ask.
Can you say something about SD-WAN? How long will it take, and what are the content we are going to cover?
SD-WAN
Is
is,
this Cisco SD-WAN or any other product?
yes, see in the SD-WAN we are going to cover Viptela SD-WAN, Viptela SD-WAN, as well as Catalyst, Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN. Both are by the way same only, right? There is no any difference because Viptela is the company who come with SD-WAN technology for the first time. He only introduced SD-WAN technology, and later Cisco take over Viptela company. Cisco purchased this company, and after years, Cisco decided to brand their own name. So Cisco have just changed their devices name. Like in the Viptela SD-WAN, we have vManage, right? Is a controller. Then we have VA Smart is also one controller. Then vBond is also one controller. So working is same, configuration even is same, everything is same, but Cisco have changed the name in Catalyst SD-WAN, right? So vManage became what? Manager. VA Smart became what? Controller. And vBond became what? Validator, right? Validator, right? Apart from the naming, everything is exactly same. So we can say we are going to cover these two solutions in the SD-WAN. If I will talk about the solution and duration, so duration of this course is going to be around 1.5 months. In 1.5 months, what we are going to learn? We are going to first see the deployment. Definitely, I'm not talking about the theory part. In theory, we'll first see why SD-WAN is required, what is SDN network, which is the modern networking. SDN means software defined network, the network which can be managed, configure and troubleshoot with the help of software is known as SDN, right? So in the legacy WAN, guys, in the traditional WAN, what issue we have? Let's say I have 1,000 number of router and I need to apply one policy on all the routers. Let's say I need to configure one ACL on all the routers, right? It is going to be very complicated. It is going to be time consuming, right? I need one team. I'm going to send here person A is going to configure this side to that side. You are going to configure 10 number of routers. Person B, you are going to configure 10 number of router, 10 to 20 side number. So these are the challenges, and many more challenges are there in the traditional networking. To overcome those all challenges, we come up with SDN technology. And in the SDN, again, we have three solutions. One is SD-WAN, second one is SD-Access, and third one is ACI, right? So each solutions are designed to solve different types of issues. Like through SD-WAN, we can manage WAN edge devices only, WAN routers, right, which is connected with your LAN interface and WAN interface, WAN edge devices. SD-Access is used to manage LAN devices like your distribution layer switch, your access layer switches, and ACI is used to manage data center devices like Nexus switches, right? So you are learning what SD-WAN means, how to configure, manage and troubleshoot WAN edge devices. So for an example, this is my company. In the company there are two routers, R1, R2, two distribution layer switches are there, some access layer switches are there, and they are connected like this. So even in the SD-WAN, we are not going to touch these devices, right? What we are going to touch, guys? We are going to manage these routers who are connected to ISP, ISP1, ISP2. Here I have connectivity like this, let's say, right? So somewhere you have the controllers, right? Maybe this is site in US, right? And in the Delhi, India, I have software. So from here, through this software, I can manage R1 and R2. So first of all, in the SD-WAN, you are going to learn how to onboard these WAN edge devices on this software. And after that, how to configure these devices from this centralized location, from this software. Under configuration, we have two types of configuration. CLI configuration. But what is the issue with CLI configuration, guys? See, I have two router and on these two router I need to create ACL, right? So how many times I need to push the configuration? 2 times. If I need to push same configuration on another side, again I need to push the configuration, right? So let's say on router number 1 I need to run 2 commands. So 2 command here, 2 command here, 4 commands I need to execute on the software, right? If I have 100 number of site, then 200 commands I need to execute on the software. So this is first type of configuration. Again there are some challenges. So we have another types of configuration, that is template based configuration, right? So maybe you know the CLI configuration, how we are configuring routers through CLI, but you don't know how to configure devices through templates. So in the SD-WAN you are going to learn how to create templates for each types of configuration. Like to configure OSPF on the router, we are going to create one template, right? And whenever I need to configure OSPF on any router, I will use same template, right? Simply I need to push this template to R1 and R2. Automatically OSPF will be enabled. And under this template we can execute multiple commands like router, OSPF process 1, router ID, this one, interface, then IP OSPF network type, IP OSPF 1 area 0, and then we can configure authentication. Whatever configuration are required for all the configuration, we can create a template. Even for the entire configuration on router, let's say this is my router. Here I need to execute some command. I need to protect the console port. So you need to configure one password on the console port. Then you need to configure one password on enable mode. Then you need to configure interfaces, right? Then you need to configure routing protocol here, routing, right? Then you need to configure policies here, some policies. Then you need to configure here NAT. You need to configure failover. You need to configure VPN. You need to configure IPsec, right? So lots of command I need to execute on the router. And guys, if I have 1000 number of routers, 10,000 number of routers, just imagine how complicated it is. So why not to create one template for these all configuration, and we'll use that template for all 1000 devices. That is what? That is modern networking. Because if I need different types of behavior of my network, let's say this is my company network, R1, R2, WAN edge devices, right? And there are some ISP, ISP1, ISP2. This is my primary ISP, ISP1, ISP2, primary ISP. This is my secondary ISP. What I want, that like in the LAN side I have two department, sales department and HR department. What I want, on Sunday, only on Sunday, what I am saying, on every Sunday we should have load balancing here. Load balancing here. In the Monday, sales user should be able to access internet, through primary ISP. HR user should not be able to access internet, or HR user should have limited access of internet. But both the departments should have access of remote side. On the Tuesday, I have different requirement. On the Thursday, I have different requirement. So guys, is it possible to change configuration through CLI every day? No, not possible. But is it possible through template? Yes, because I have already template for each day. What I need to do only, I need to push this template. On every Sunday in the morning, I am going to push this template on all the devices. On Monday, I am going to push this template. It is going to take only 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, I can change the behavior of my entire network. That is the main beauty of SD-WAN that you are going to learn in the course. Apart from these all configuration, you are also going to learn the policies, quality of service, right? The T-suite, troubleshooting, and many more topics are there. Hope it is clear about the SD-WAN. Clear, guys?
Yeah. Yes, clear. So is this weekdays or weekend course?
SD-WAN is weekdays. See, in the SD-WAN, what is happening? If you are enrolling for the SD-WAN, then what we want, please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. I'm getting noise. Yes. In SD-WAN, guys, what we want, whatever topics we are covering in the class, we want you to perform that in the network, right? So we have a separated lab, right? We are going to provide lab access to the student, and whatever topics we are implementing in the class, I am expecting same from you also, right? So that's why SD-WAN is weekend class, weekend, right? We'll have 2 days in the week, and you will have 5 days to practice. Until and unless you are not going to practice by yourself, no one is going to teach you, right? And will never tell you to remember the concept, right? Will always enforce you to understand the concepts, right? So we are not only covering the topics in SD-WAN, we are enforcing our student to practice on the network. Then only they can crack the interview. So that's why this is weekend class.
Sir, I want to only the BGP session. Can I get it?
You can go for one-to-one training. If you have a specific requirement, right, you want training for a specific topic, then you can go for one-to-one training. In the group training, it is not possible. We don't have any batch for BGP now. Maybe in future we can try.
And the CCE you said, right? It's only for lab. This for, I mean, so we have to only that 5 labs, 4 labs, like how it is the CCA lab?
See, if you CCA lab, if you want to crack the lab exam, then you need to practice, right? So even we are not going to give you the lab, exact lab, right? But we are going to teach you how CCI, like how the questions are going to asked in the CCI lab, right? Actually, in the CCI training, you are going to understand the actual language of networking, right? Sometime you might have seen in the interview is asking which type of question, guys. They are asking tricky question. They are not going to clearly mention the protocol, right? They are going to give you the, let's say, AD value. Tell me the behavior, or tell me the best path selection of the protocol who is using AD value what? 20. That means I am talking about which protocol?
BGP.
That means I am talking about eBGP. So that means I am asking you to explain the best path selection in case of eBGP. Yes or no? So like this, there are many concepts, right? If you will check the CCI syllabus, right? In the CCI, actually we are going to cover the actual enterprises network, right? So there are two paper, lab paper and written exam paper. So mainly we are focusing over here for the lab. So if you want to learn, let's say, the entire network infrastructure of a company, right? How data center look like, how headquarter look like, how sites look like, which types of devices are there, then you can enroll for CCI. But this is not for the fresher, or if you have experience from 1 to 5 years, right? Then also it is not for you. This is for experienced person who have experience of more than 5 years and who are good enough in CCNA and CCNP. Then only you should go for CCI.
Sure.
When the Palo Alto course will start? For the Palo Alto, we have not scheduled any batch in Feb, so you can expect after in the March or in the April. Even after launching this batch in February, we'll not launch any batch, I think, in March, right? We'll have batches done in April. In the October or November we had launched the multiple courses. After that, now we are launching, right? So it's taking around 3 months. For the 3 months, trainer is book and book. Any other question? These are our courses. Combo
When are
SD-WAN.
we going to start SD-WAN?
SD-WAN is starting from 10th of February.
So in Palo Alto and SD-WAN, which is the more priority in right now the future?
SD-WAN. CCNA, CCNP. These are the mandatory for every network engineer. I will always recommend these two courses for everyone in the networking industry. After that, nowadays SD-WAN. SD-WAN is also mandatory. Then Palo Alto can be the best choice. Right? And even before Palo Alto, if you are fresher in the security domain, then you should learn ESA. First ESA, then go for Palo Alto. Because guys, in the Palo Alto, you are going to learn how to manage the Palo Alto firewall only, right? You are going to cover around 60 to 70% security concept theory, right? But over here in ESA, you are going to master the security concept. You will learn what is network security, right? Even firewall is what? Firewall is a device. It can be hardware or it can be software, but it is one appliance like router. But guys, to manage the router, there are various things, right? Like OSI model. So OSI model and router, how these two things are connected? You know routers work at which layer? At layer
3.
3. So I will never recommend
Layer
you
3.
to learn router. What I will recommend you? To learn CCNA. Correct? Because in CCNA you are going to learn both OSI and router. In the same way, if you are going to learn Palo Alto firewall, maybe you know the router, but you don't know the OSI model. So you don't know the security, network security.
So you recommend to first learn ASA and then go for
Yes.
Palo
Then go for any firewall, right? It can be Palo Alto, it can be Checkpoint, it can be Fortinet. These three are the most popular firewall in the market.
So when do you start SDN?
SDN, SD-WAN,
SD-WAN.
10th,
SD-WAN,
10th
sorry.
of
10th February. Okay.
February. Yes.
Sir, ACI infrastructure is now in market. When you start ACI and
So data center batch
ACI
is
access
here na
SD-WAN.
in the data center we are going to cover ACI. So data center batch is also starting from 10th of February only. Data center, service provider and SD-WAN. These three batches starting on same days, right? And this course is
Sir,
going to
in
take
data center, which which certification we will cover in data center track?
CCIE, CCIE DC. It is CCIE data center will also cover CCNP, CCNP to CCIE data center you can say. Okay, CCNP plus CCIE DC. Okay. Okay, and the duration of data center is going to be 6 months, and the duration of service provider is going to be around 4 months.
Okay, sir. When we should take exam after this course? Can you recommend some
Like
tips
after
for
completion of the
exam
course, you
related?
can go for exam. After 6 months from now.
Okay, and how we can lab, and how we can
We'll provide the
prepare
lab
lab, or
access.
can we use?
See, for the DCNA,
Okay.
brother, in the India, there is issue of lab only, right? Only few institutes have lab setup, and we have the complete lab setup for DC, right? So you will have the lab access through my public IP address, right, where you can perform the lab. For
Okay,
SD-WAN
sir. Great.
also.
But I'm yeah, but I'm from Pakistan, and can I access through public IP of this lab?
So are you accessing internet from there? Internet.
Yeah, of
So
course.
if there is internet, then you can
Yes.
access the lab also. Public IP address means what, guys? Public IP address means which is reachable from the internet. Yes or no? If you are able to access the Google, that means you are able to access the public IP address, any public IP address.
So the DC, so that is also every weekend, right? So it's how many hours duration?
This is weekdays. In weekdays, 4 months.
Oh,
4 to 6 months.
so it's a morning time or
Yes, morning time.
it's
Early morning. 7 to
may I
9.
know that what is that?
7
17.
a.m. to
Okay.
9 a.m. sometimes 7 to 10 also, depending on
Okay.
topics. Half an hour you can assume. So when the pilot course will start, sir, I am the fresher engineer. I want to enter in this. Recently completed my graduation with EC electronics. Yes, but even I have also same degree, ECE, right? During my college, when there was one subject of data communication, while learning data communication only, I decided to become network engineer in the BTech. Yes. Any other question? Yeah, Arun, do you want to do you want to say something? I have also another session from 8 to 10. I am taking CCN and CCNP class. Right, it is about to finish the OSPF routing protocol today. Right, again I am going to stream the session on YouTube. Right, so if you want to learn the OSPF route filtering, like the LSA filtering in the OSPF, LSA 7, right, then you can join us on YouTube from 8 to 10, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And okay, thank you guys, thank you so much for joining. How was the session?
The session
Alhamdulillah,
is
very
nice.
good, very
Informative?
good. Yes, very informative.
And what about others? Just type
So,
yes in the chat. If the session was informative, type yes in the chat. if the session was not informative, it's a time waste. Just type no in the chat. Let me see it was informative or not. To enroll message, sir, when CCNA plus CCNP batch start? 1st of February. Yes, yes,
Uh,
thanks. Yes.
Sir, can you tell us about the paper for the CCNA?
CCNA
How it will
200301
come?
version 1.1.
Yes.
It is 120 minutes exam paper, exam duration.
Okay.
Going to ask you around 100 questions, and uh, you have to answer correctly to the 80% questions. Right, but the questions are
You
very
mean to say
basic.
we have to?
Passing
Yeah.
score is 80%, but the all questions are very basic. If you have taken the training from somewhere and you know all the concepts, then you can pass the exam very easily. Even if I will go for CCNA exam 100 times, I will pass 100 times. If I will go for 1000 times, I can pass 1000 times, right? So the question pattern and those all things are exactly same in each paper. So it's
So
very
all
easy
of
to.
these are MCQ,
Yes,
MCQs based, sir?
all are MCQs. But some tricks are there, right? The language. There is game of language only. To pass any exam from
And we have,
CCNA to CCIE, there is game of
yeah,
language, right? So they are going to, like Cisco is trying to manipulate the engineers through language, right? So if you know
yeah,
all the
yeah,
concept, like the OSPF routing protocol for an example, everything, all the concepts of OSPF. So if like I am going to tell you the AD value of a protocol whose protocol number is 89, so you can tell me. But if you
yeah.
don't
It's
know,
OSPF or
yes.
other.
OSPF.
So like this, Cisco is going to ask you the question.
110.
Yes,
Yeah.
110. Correct, correct. It is very informative session for L1 engineer. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Yes, it's a very informative
Thank you so
session.
much. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, sir. I just wanted to ask about CCN pin
Okay.
code SPC.
I want to tell you something. I watched 50 videos since 1 week till now. That's all very nice, your videos, right, sir?
Wow, great. So when you have started watching my video?
And right now, I am joining a company which is L1 network engineer. So I don't have any time for that. Just I'm
So
watching at morning 4 a.m.
so since when you are following my YouTube?
I'm following more than a year. I think 1 year, last
I am
1 year.
following just 1 month ago, sir. But I am watching continuously
So
more 50 videos. Sir.
oh yeah, that's great. In 1 month you have completed the 15 video.
No,
15 or
with
50?
1 week, with 1 week I watched 50 videos. Every day
Oh,
I take opening the YouTube, only watching your video only.
great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes. People are loving my YouTube videos.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Because you are clearingly clarifying the languages also and clearing doubts and easily make understand to
Even
people.
sometime I
That's
am
why.
thinking that how it's possible. Even my communication skill is not good. Okay, definitely I am
Yes,
trying to deliver the technical knowledge, but I was not
sir,
expecting this amount of love from you guys.
sir, employees, the peoples who is starting the career, everyone's language are same like that. You, that's why everyone people like same. Because only IIT or some big colleges you are which who is studying in big colleges, their communication skills only the proper like fluent.
Yes,
Otherwise, more than 80% people's communication like same user,
correct, correct.
right? That's why everyone liking you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us this kind webinar. And The discussion was very good. Else, your verbal communication was very good. We understand a lot of things from this webinar.
Thank you so much and most welcome. Definitely we'll meet soon again.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Late join this session. Kindly just give a quick and short introduction of yourself. Are you CCIE certified, or which certifications are you done?
I am CCNA, CCNP in core, NRC, SD-WAN, AWS certified. I am not CCI
So
Sir,
like
you
globally certified.
Sir, you have
Great.
done a
Then
lot of things, so you have a lot of knowledge. Inshallah, we will learn too many things from you.
okay, great.
AWS, CCNA,
Sir, how
CCNP in core, NRC and SD-WAN.
are you planning for CCIE certification?
No, I will not go for that.
And when? Why and
The trainer
why?
was there who is CCI certified, even dual CCI, who has started the session, Puneet sir, right? So he is CCI certified in enterprises also and in data center also.
Okay, great.
For me, it's not required. No, I am not working in Cisco. I'm working on different vendor devices. I'm working for Sophos devices. So it's not required CCI. Why I'm going to invest 2 lakh rupees? This is the
So
reason.
have you got these types of knowledge you did everyday practices or not?
Earlier I was working on Cisco devices only, and definitely today also I am learning.
Okay.
Okay guys, bye bye. Thank you so much for joining. Right. Let's see
Thank you
when
so
we are
much.
meeting again. Most welcome, sir.
Inshallah soon.
Yes.
Inshallah soon.
So we will see you.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
We'll catch up.
Yes, yes.